this is the founder, this lady here. She found it.
Very symbolic of the jar given the event. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you this evening to PIETA House launch for the Limerick Darkness into Light 5-kilometre walk and run. We're delighted so many people from the press and the various agencies involved have come this evening to welcome Joan, who's launching this press launch. I'd like to introduce you to Joan Freeman, CEO and founder of PIETA House. You could give her a very warm welcome. Thank you.
Thanks so much. I'm going to start with a little story. There was this young man who went to his grandfather and told him about all the difficulties he's experiencing at this moment. He's no job, he's no skills for a job, and the girl that he loved has just rejected him and broken up with him. And he tells his granddad all about the fact that half his friends have died by suicide, and the remaining friends are full of despair. And that most of the time they spend their time either getting drunk or stoned or both. And the granddad continues to listen to this the very sad woes of this young man. And he says to him, the grandmother says to the grandson, "Your despair is a wolf. And a wolf is a very powerful wolf. It can eat your soul and kill you. But there's another wolf called hope. And it's equally strong and equally powerful. And it will protect you and fight for you." So the grandson said, "Well, which wolf survives? Who wins the fight?" And the grandfather said, "The wolf that is fed." And that's the truth about suicide. And that story was an Aboriginal story, but it could be applied to Ireland. And PIETA House is hope. And the Darkness into Light walk that we're doing is the most symbolic part of that hope, because that's exactly what we do. We bring people from the dark into the light. And thanks to Electric Ireland this year, we're going to be in 19 counties. So can you imagine all these people walking at the same time? I can't get my head around the sunrise bit. You know, are you before Dublin or after Dublin when the sun rises? I don't know. But one thing I do know is that the Limerick people think they're going to beat Dublin this year. That you can have more people. And there's somebody here who's going to tell 15,000 people on his Facebook page to come along to the Darkness into Light. So I'm going to throw that gauntlet out there. I don't believe for a second Limerick's going to beat Dublin. What do you think? It'll be very interesting to see. You were second last year. You beat Cork and every other city besides Dublin. I'd like to thank the committee, the Darkness into Light committee. The work they are doing is as if they are full-time staff. They are just incredible. And led, of course, by Kieran O'Brien, who's been Anton McAvoy. I don't know if you realise that, you know, at the weekends, like Bank Holiday Monday, I was working, I was going down to Kerry. I do it with such a heart because of people like you. That is such a pleasure to come out and meet people like you, and for thinking about PIETA. You know, we've 100 staff now. In 7 years, we've 5 centres. We'll have another 4 by the end of the summer, and that's all thanks to you. And for some reason, I said it to somebody, that there's something in the water in Limerick, because Limerick has embraced us and taken ownership of us, and we are so grateful for that too. So thank you for coming along this evening. I really do hope you beat Dublin. I really hope that you have a wonderful walk and that the sun will shine that morning, as it has nearly every time we've had a Darkness into Light. It's remarkable, really. But even if it doesn't, as my mother would always say, run between the drops and enjoy the walk anyway. Thank you so much. I'm just going to show you this little clip. It's only about 2 minutes long.